This question is for the OHANEZE Ndi IGBO. Was it just the Igbos only that took part in the recent ENDSARS movement? Let other Igbo people help me to ask our fathers, the OHANEZE Ndi IGBO. Was it just the Igbos, your sons and daughters only, that took part in everything that happened in Lagos? Especially the ENDSARS. Was it just the Igbos that took part? If it was a united thing that happened, that all youths, no matter where they come from, got tired and came together to ask their leaders, why are you treating us so? How come it was only the Igbo Union that came on telly to start making appeal? Also, dara mụtara nwa a na-apịwa ọnụ. Also, ndị Igbo mụtara ụmụ a ga-agbagbu agbagbu. Also, dara mụtara nwa a na-apịwa ọnụ. Why is it that you sell your people just to get appointment in Abuja? Why? OHANEZE, sorry. Too bad. Too bad. Anywhere blood is needed, you push your children, you just tell them to cook and shoot your children. It's a pity. It's a pity. But you have to answer this question. If you do not answer this question, you will never have peace. Because Igbos are suffering in Nigeria. Every part of Nigeria, they are suffering. Every part. What they did and what they did not do. To start making appeal, begging for forgiveness, and trying to convince other people that it wasn't an Igbo thing. Why? Why do we live in fear? Why is it that every little propaganda in Nigeria, the Igbos are the ones that will always be in fear? Why? OHANEZE, ask yourselves, are you actually telling the other people truth? Or do you go in their meetings and tell them not to mind your people? Don't mind them. Don't mind them answer that makes the other tribes to be happy with those we ask to represent us. Because that's what they do in whatever high-level meeting they go to. When their people is mentioned, the first thing that come out from their mouth is don't mind them. How are you representing your sons, your youths and daughters? How are you representing them? Maybe some people don't know how to fix this question together and ask you this question. But I'm asking you, and I need a sincere answer. And I know it will be difficult for you because of your high-mindedness and pride. But things are getting destroyed every day. Whenever there's any little propaganda anywhere, the Igbos become victims. Everything they say will be sugar-coated for people to understand, even when they mean no harm. I don't blame the other tribes. I don't blame other parts of Nigeria. I blame the OHANEZE Ndi IGBO that keep selling their own people for nothing. Whether it's for contact and contrast, I don't know. How come they gathered themselves as Igbo Union, came to the television and began to appeal and make and began to deny, when there is no case? This was a propaganda by some people to make sure that they direct the ENDSARS face into another thing. And that is what we are seeing today. Let me tell you this. Anyone that represents his people or her or anyone that represents their people is supposed to protect them, is supposed to give them a good name. I have great respect right now for the Yoruba tribe. The Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba, the 15th, Chief Gani Adams, will not sleep well if a Yoruba man is suffering in Nigeria. No. It will not be at peace. It will try to see that the interests of the Yorubas are protected. The same thing with our northern people. Once an Hausa man, be it a barrow pusher, be it the lowest common Hausa man, if he has problem, it becomes all their problem. Even in their mistake, they correct them. Even in their mistakes, even in their stubbornness, they correct them secretly, come openly, and take care of the whole thing. But you, the Igbos and their leaders, that's where you betray one another. That's where you fight one another. In the presence of other people. Okay, there is no common ground in the Igbo society where our elders gather without having partisan politics in mind. The Yorubas has a room where they gather, throwing off party interests and understand tribal interests and understand regional interests. That was why they were able to form the Amotekun, to protect themselves. What the hell is happening with our own people? Igbos, all you know is fight one another. No wonder many people are already denying they are not Igbos. Yes, because there's no attraction anymore. Because the people that are supposed to stand firm and say, no, this is my son, this is my daughter, don't touch him. Let me hear first. That the ones pushing their sons and daughters to untimely death, to be shot anyhow. When you are killing an Igbo man, you don't care because nothing is going to happen. Nobody is going to ask you. That's the truth. I've seen it many times. At your doorsteps, in your homes, people are shot. And there's nothing you will say. I do not support people who do evil. But what I'm trying to say here is very simple. OHANEZE NDI IGBO, our eastern governors, why can't you borrow a leaf from other tribes? Your kids right now are all so ashamed of you. Most of them, you brought them to Europe here to be going to school and you think all is well. I'm telling you, go to Beckham in London and find out for yourselves, those that did it before, what their children are doing in London. Most of them are frustrated. Most of them don't know where they come from anymore. Now you are celebrating your child, your son, your daughter. They are going to school in London. I'm telling you, be careful. Just watch. Many of your ideas, many of your plans doesn't work, and it will not work. Why? Because these kids are going. Most of them are going to remain here. They won't care about your future anymore. They're just waiting for you to, leave the earth, and that's all. I have no insult for you. But also dara mutaramwa na api wono. Also udala mutara nwa anapi wono. Is it only the Igbo man, the boy, the girl, the Igbo youth that will always live in fear? OHANEZE, you have to answer this question. The Hausas and the Fulanis are no longer your problem. The Yorubas are not your problem. Your problem is you. Your problem is you. Go to Rivers State now. They are claiming they are not Igbos. Why? Because even some core Igbo states, most of them are saying they are no longer Igbos. Because when you meet them in offices, you begin to speak English. Even the English you don't know anything about you. That's what you people speak. You see your brother, you deny everything about him. Ohaneze, answer this question. I have more questions for you. I don't know if actually you people exist. And then your people live in fear in every part of Nigeria. Thank you.